The noble truth of suffering. What is the noble truth of suffering? Birth is suffering, aging is suffering, death is suffering. Dissociation from loved is suffering. Not getting what one wants is suffering. In short, the 5 categories affected by clinging are suffering. Such was the vision, insight, wisdom, knowing, and light that arose in me about things not heard before. There is this noble truth of suffering. Such was the vision, insight, wisdom, knowing, and light that arose in me about things not heard before. This noble truth must be penetrated by fully understanding suffering. Such was the vision, insight, wisdom, knowing, and light that arose in me about things not heard before. This noble truth has been penetrated by fully understanding suffering. Such was the vision, insight, wisdom, knowing, and light that arose in me about things not heard before. That's from the Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha's sermon on the First Noble Truth. The First Noble Truth addresses dukkha, mostly translated as suffering. However, that word suffering doesn't fully explain the concept and can be confusing for Western culture. A more clear description would be unsatisfactory or incapable of satisfying, not able to bear or withstand, always changing, or incapable of truly fulfilling or making us happy. First Noble Truth is not a dismal metaphysical statement saying that everything is suffering. It recognizes dukkha as the common bond we all share. Everybody, everywhere suffers. When we talk about human suffering, it brings out our compassionate tendencies. So there's 3 aspects to the First Noble Truth. There is dukkha. Dukkha should be understood, and dukkha has been understood. Again, there is dukkha. We should understand it. And now we understand it. So, first aspect, there is dukkha. Notice the very clear phrasing, there is suffering, not I suffer or even life is suffering. Simply there is. Suffering exists, and when we awaken to this, we begin to find a way out. There is hope here. To let go of suffering, we admit its presence. We are not trying to identify with the problem, but simply acknowledging there is one. The sensory world is a sensitive experience of constantly being exposed to pleasure and pain. And this is the result of having taken birth. So there is dukkha. Second aspect, dukkha should be understood. As a result of recognizing suffering comes the insight of the First Noble Truth. Start with the little things. We can feel annoyed or irritated, perhaps even slighted or offended at times. And one can get very upset and angry about things like this. What we are looking at in the First Noble Truth is not coming from what is happening outside of us, but what we create in our own minds around it. We're not looking for scapegoats. We're not looking to place blame. The emphasis in the Buddhist approach is on the way out of suffering through wisdom, freedom from delusion. Things are as they are. We can recognize and appreciate them in their constantly changing forms without grasping, without wanting to hold onto the things we like, without wanting to get rid of the things we don't like, without wanting to get the things we don't have. Dukkha should be understood. Third aspect, dukkha has been understood. This is the third insight of the First Noble Truth. We can reflect on these situations and experiences. Is something actually wrong with them, or is it something we create dukkha about? If we use these teachings skillfully, we can tell ourselves, I'm not going to get caught in this anymore. I refuse to participate in this game. I'm not going to give into this mood. The whole idea, I see you, Mara. I know there is dukkha. There is dukkha. This suffering has been understood. So I'm gonna read a little story, and then we'll open it up for discussion. This is from Ajahn Sumedho. Says, sometimes insight arises at the most unexpected times. This happened to me while living at Wat Pah Pong. The northeastern part of Thailand is not the most beautiful or desirable place in the world with its scrubby forests and flat plain. It also gets extremely hot during the hot season. We'd have to go out in the heat of the mid-afternoon before each of the observance days and sweep the leaves off the paths. There were vast areas to sweep. We would spend the whole afternoon in the hot sun, sweating and sweeping the leaves into piles with crude brooms. This was one of our duties. I didn't like doing this. I'd think, I don't want to do this. I didn't come here to sweep the leaves off the ground. I came here to get enlightened. And instead, they have me sweeping leaves off the ground. Besides, it's hot, and I have fair skin. I might get skin cancer for being out here in a hot climate. I was standing out there one afternoon, feeling really miserable, thinking, what am I doing here? Why did I come here? Why am I staying here? There I stood with my long, crude broom and absolutely no energy, feeling sorry for myself and hating everything. Then Ajahn Chah came up, smiled at me, and said, Wat Pah Pong is a lot of suffering, isn't it? And walked away. So I thought, why did he say that? And actually, it's not all that bad. He got me to contemplate, is sweeping the leaves really that unpleasant? No, it's not. It's a kind of neutral thing. You sweep the leaves and it's neither here nor there. Is sweating all that terrible? Is it a really miserable, humiliating experience? Is it really as bad as I'm pretending it is? No, sweating is all right. It's a perfectly natural thing to be doing. And I don't have skin cancer, and the people at Wat Pah Pong are very nice. Teacher is a very kind, wise man. The monks have treated me well. The lay people come and give me food to eat, and what am I complaining about? Reflecting upon the actual experience of being there, I thought, I'm all right. People respect me. I'm treated well. I'm being taught by pleasant people in a very pleasant country. There's nothing really wrong with anything except me. I'm making a problem out of it because I don't want to sweat and I don't want to sweep leaves. And I had a very clear insight, and I suddenly perceived something in me which was always complaining and criticizing, and which was preventing me from ever giving myself to anything or offering myself to any situation. I know there is dukkha. There is dukkha, and this dukkha has been understood.